Hello and welcome to Cow Corner Chronicles with Chandresh. This is Chandresh Narayanan, and we are here to discuss and analyze the squads that are taking field in this year's IPL. Being bold is supposed to be the tagline for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Maybe they just need to try being that on the field if they want to win the title finally in IPL 2020. Virat Kohli is meant to be a father in January 2021. Maybe the news of the baby coming in January will provide him the good tides and change the fortune for him as RCB captain. He's got the squad this time that he feels can win the title for them. AB de Villiers is, as always, his trusted lieutenant as the 360-degree player. The young Devdutt Padikkal provides the youth and exuberance that you need in this format. He's made quite an impression for Karnataka last season. The experienced Parthiv Patel will provide the wit behind the stumps, and his experience in front of the stumps will also be very handy for RCB. There are some other young players who are to look forward to in this lineup, especially Joshua Philippe from Australia. He's rated very highly by the Aussies, so much so that they have taken him into the squad and taken them to England for the white ball series. There are some other experienced bowlers in the lineup who could provide much needed support for Virat Kohli when it comes to the death overs. Remember, RCB always seems to struggle in the death overs, and finally they have the likes of bowlers who could make an impact in this format for them. Dale Steyn is with the squad this season, and he's an interesting, experienced addition for Virat Kohli to bank on. Virat Kohli and Dale Steyn played with RCB for a long time and both get along very well. That could be very crucial for RCB if they have to make an impact this season. Then there is Chris Morris, the very highly talented, highly rated all-rounder from South Africa. Somehow, IPL team owners and IPL coaches seem to rate Chris Morris very highly in this format. And it's a mystery why he keeps netting very big amounts in the auction table. Then there are some other experienced players and some players who have played for India and have made an impact, including the likes of Yuzvendra Chahal. Now, Chahal has been a white ball specialist for India, and Virat Kohli banks on Chahal big time. Washington Sundar is another white ball specialist for India who's played for RCB for the last few years, and Virat Kohli seems to bank on him in the T20 format when it comes to playing for India. Shivam Dube, the all-rounder, made his debut for India last season, and he can hit the big ones. So he's another player to look forward to this season. Umesh Yadav, Navdeep Saini are two very fast bowlers who are making their way back, especially Umesh Yadav, who's not been considered in the white ball format for India for a very long time. This season could be the make or break for Umesh Yadav if he wants to have any chance of making it back to India's white ball scheme of things. Mohammad Siraj is another young bowler who has had quite a successful first class routine with the India A and with Hyderabad, but has not quite made a mark in the white ball format. Overall, this squad has got some very interesting players, especially the uncapped players, the likes of Shahbaz Ahmed, Pawan Negi. Remember the same Pawan Negi a few years ago who went for very huge amount to Delhi Daredevils, now Delhi Capitals. He also made it to India's T20 World Cup squad in 2016. Gurkirat Singh Mann is another player to look forward to because he made it to the India squad and has also been with the other franchises in the IPL. Overall, this squad appears to be a very interesting mix of young and experienced players. More importantly, they have the likes of Aaron Finch. Now, he's a player not to be messed around with in this format because he can get going and really make the opposition pay. Isuru Udana from Sri Lanka is the only Sri Lankan in this year's IPL. He's rated very highly in this format, and his left arm seamers could be very handy and very useful for Virat Kohli in the death overs. Death overs is clearly a problem area for Virat Kohli in the last few years as the IPL has gone along. with the RCB. He's finally seemed to have the bowlers who can plug the gap for him in this format. Now, with Kane Richardson out, Adam Zampa coming in, that's an interesting option for Virat Kohli to put into the mix if required during the course of the tournament. The more important changes have been made in the support staff. They finally have a new director of cricket in Mike Hesson, very highly rated New Zealand coach who was with the New Zealand side for a very long time, pitched his way to be the India head coach but lost out to Ravi Shastri. Simon Katich is the new head coach for RCB. Together with Mike Hesson, he's been plotting and planning for RCB over the last 1.5 years. They've got Sridharan Sriram, the much travelled India former cricketer, who is also with the Australia side as a spin bowling consultant. And Sriram himself has been with Kings XI Punjab and Delhi Daredevils in the past. Overall, this season could be make or break for Virat Kohli as captain of RCB. But who knows, the news that he's going to be father could finally turn the tide this season in the IPL. Now let's take a look at their full squad for IPL season 2020. Please remember to like, share and subscribe the channel, and you can also donate and support the channel via the links mentioned below this video.